It was a crazy idea. You know, it was the Grinch who stole Christmas who one time said, "I have a wonderful, awful idea." I think that's what we had. We kind of had a wonderful, awful idea.
There were a lot of people who were saying at the time, that can't be done, you're never going to get there. And there were people that were saying, yeah, we can get there, we can do that.
It didn't seem far-fetched, never seemed far-fetched. It seemed like a great project.
The foundation created all these different strategies of selling dining cards and skiing cards and golfing for schools cards, and had a great kind of beginning of resources to flow in to support a foundation.
There was money being raised and given away every year, and it was not a sustainable effort, if you will. So there was a recognition that an endowment was the long-term sustainable future for the Education Foundation.
Those that were a part of the board at the time had an amazing idea to build a house, and the community really came together in a way that I don't know if it ever has before. It was incredibly unique.
We went to North Star and said, would you be willing to donate this lot to us? And Tim Silva was the general manager at that time, and he said, well, you know, he said, we won't donate the lot, but we'll split it with you. We'll give you half.
That began the process. It started in 1997, and it took a year of planning and design and a year or so of construction. It made sense. If we designed, got donated lumber, donated materials all across the board, donated labor, people who would invest a little bit of time and a little bit of money into creating a house like the endowment house that could ultimately be sold, we could get that endowment raised to the level we were hoping it could. And I can recall sweating the petty stuff all the way through the final days of construction.
Construction's chaos. It normally is, you know. I think it's a great house. It was a great product, and I'm very proud of it.
It was the net proceeds from the home really seeded the endowment and gave it the boost that it needed to really start to grow. And I love the aspect of the community coming together and supporting this crazy concept, this concept of building a home and selling it all in support of education.
My big educational purpose is to make connections and to help kids make connections. They learn hands-on, so the more items that they can touch and feel in the day and manipulate, whether it's science or art or math, enable them to go deeper in their thinking and make connections. Excellence in Ed is connecting us to each other, to the world, and so it's not just stuff, but it's life, you know. It's pretty profound.
We have such a great science program because of Excellence in Ed. They're a steady source of funding. They're always open to new ideas. We wouldn't have this equipment without them. The car and ramp, that's just like a crucial piece of equipment for physics. The atom building game, and we've been using that to introduce the students to electron orbitals. The light and optics, which we were mixing colored lights, and we use that in freshman science. I use it in chemistry as well as physics. It is essential. All the students get to touch the equipment. It's not just a demonstration in front of the class. They get to really understand concepts deeply because they get to experience it.
There's so much essential that comes from Excellence in Ed. I don't think I could do what I do without having the support of Excellence in Ed. I really couldn't.
Real educational needs are being met and kids' lives are being changed and enlightened by the gifts that have been given by the foundation.
I would encourage the foundation to continue with what they've been doing and continue to dream big and kind of ignore those who say it can't be done, because it can.